great-grandmother's Helena's midwife used to say that a woman who only drinks one thing is a woman with a closing door.
Okay.
I'm the worst pilot ever.
No, it sounds really good. Welcome to Florida Mint on Florida Man with Josh Mills and Wayne McCarty.
And Alyna Francine.
The podcast where Floridians discuss the legends and the lore and crazy stories, sometimes even in Spanish. In Florida, let's go!
Florida, La Florida.
Welcome,
La
Alyna.
Florida.
How are you?
Hello, friends.
Yes.
Hello. Was it tough not taking over, like the intro?
Yeah, it was.
She's shaking
it was
right
weird.
now. She's furious.
I'm shaking in my boots.
Let me talk. Hey, on this episode, we are going to cover some headlines. We've got some listener-submitted letters, and then a tidal wave of syrup engulfed an entire town. That's very true. It's a real story that happened.
Delicious. I'm for it.
I mean, the weird and the wacky, but Alina's joining us, and so this is special because she's the host of our Spanish show, aren't you, Alyna?
Yeah.
Yeah, and why is that? Why were you chosen to lead the Spanish show, you think?
I mean, I tried out.
And not Jesse Neiman, right? And not Josh Mills. Why you? Why are you leading the Spanish show?
Well, you know what? The good Lord always has his plans.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't
Brains
argue with
before
that.
beauty.
You can't argue.
Brains before beauty.
Yeah, you
Brains
know,
before beauty.
Thank God. Some days I have both.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Whoa. Double threat.
Some days.
Same.
Depends on the day. All right, friends. Well, it's time for the best of the best, and we have the best of the best headlines for you.
Let's go.
We've got 6 potential headlines. How many we'll have time for with our girly chit chat? I'm unsure. I'm going to let the boys join in on the girly chat today. I will refrain from doing it in Spanish just for you, my gringo
Maybe a little bit.
amigos.
Just
Maybe.
Oh my
God!
gosh,
How about
did
we
you
do
hear
the
it, Wayne?
numbers in
Yeah.
Spanish? We'll
What's
do the
that?
numbers in Spanish.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah,
Uno,
yeah.
dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis is 6. As a refresher, dear God, I hope you guys know the basics.
Okay, we got it.
those
Okay,
are
so
easy.
I
Can we go
have
10 to 16
10
instead?
to 16. No, I only have 6 headlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just got to go 1 through 6. Okay.
You got it.
All right. We've got some good headlines. Some are short. Some have more length to them, and I'll summarize those.
Quattro.
Cuatro?
4, please.
Yeah. That
Josh
was
is picking
perfect.
headline number 4. Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
You've got Florida. Oh,
Yeah, please.
not my service.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. You've got Florida man arrested after attempting to camp out overnight at Walmart for a TikTok challenge.
We've
Okay?
done that. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What's illegal about that?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you the summary. How about
Okay,
that? So we're not
that's
here all
nude.
day.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had an 18-year-old who basically he wanted to
Legal.
do another TikTok challenge. So he was 18 and quote
Legal.
yep. Idiotically gave up his location while doing this. Okay. So
Okay.
he was
Yeah.
like filming and
Dude.
he was filming live. So obviously he's
Alina, you go places, right? You travel. Have
some
you bumped
days.
into one of these people that are doing TikTok live?
Okay,
No.
wow.
No, actually, I have
No,
not.
really?
Not like
Oh.
dumb ones like that. Like I'll see like the influencer on a plane, like, "Hey guys, I'm on my way to
No, no,
Cabo.
no.
I'm on
Here, link
Delta."
my outfit. I got these. I got these. You know, I've
Yes,
seen
got
that
the
kind
new
of a thing.
Uggs.
I feel like that's normal.
these.
But I haven't seen like the stupid ones yet. Have you seen the stupid ones?
Yes, under an underpass, actually.
That person
did
was
they
not.
do?
They weren't live. They were just trying. They weren't. I mean, they were
Okay. Well, they had a circle light and a phone on tripods, and they had a big sign that said their username. And I was like, "Oh, hey!"
I actually do remember that. Actually, I do remember
Yeah,
that.
and I sent it to Wayne, and he
Yeah.
went by.
Yeah, and it's kind of freaky because he was still out there and he made eye contact with me, and I was like, "Crap!" Now I'm on the live. Now he's making fun of me. Now before
He might have been making fun.
Before
of
going
you.
back to the news, I want to say if I'm going to camp out overnight at a Walmart, it's going to be in where they store the toilet paper. I would
that you're ahead of me because that was actually a question that I was gonna ask you guys.
Thank you.
Where
Wow.
would you hide?
I would hide
Beef
amongst the
jerky.
toilet paper. But here's the thing: a lot of these pranksters, they're like serial killers. They want to be caught.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be caught.
I
would
think
want
he
to,
wanted to be caught because
Right.
why would you put it on your live
It's
stream?
part of the bit, I think.
Okay. Can I ask, was this because Walmarts have changed since that big fake pandemic came through?
Come on, the
That's
pandemic.
right.
Is this 24? Is this 24-hour?
I don't
Walmart?
think it was a 24-hour.
Oh well, then you're
Walmart.
just breaking in. and
Yeah.
So
saying.
I think he just like was supposed to stay undernight. He's in Charlotte. He was in Charlotte County, Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
We don't
I mean,
like
he.
them.
Okay, wait, Josh. Before I tell you where he hid, where would you hide?
Good question.
Close to beef jerky. Beef jerky's like $8 to $10 now.
But are they
true.
gonna
If I'm-
like hide you? You know what I mean? Like,
No,
how's the beef
but I'm
jerky
gonna stay
help?
close to it. I'm gonna stay close. I'm gonna put a blue shirt on
Well,
and walk around.
Josh is using supermarket sweep
Okay,
rules.
okay,
He thinks that you have to
Have to
consume.
eat an amount.
Yeah, like some kind of challenge. Now, I will say this though: people don't do this kind of stuff at Target. You know what I'm saying?
No, because Target is a classy.
They're not doing
like,
it at
place to
Publix.
be.
Target locks on
Publix
your
would
face. right when you-
never. Publix would catch you so fast.
Yeah,
They would catch you
100%.
so.
Was this
fast.
fella
Yeah, well,
alone, or
yeah.
did he have a crew?
He was just by himself.
That's commitment,
okay.
dude. By
Let me tell you guys
yourself?
where
Yeah.
he hid. He decided
Okay,
to
hold
hide in the dog bed section, which I get.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, comfy.
I get it because
Yeah,
my
yeah.
place where I would hide would either like I would want to hide in the food,
Pets.
but like you can't hide behind
Beef
anything.
jerky, right.
I would
You
hide
can't
where
hide
like the
behind food, yeah.
pillows and stuff like that are because I
Yeah.
know that I'm
Yeah,
going to be
maybe
camping out
laundry.
for a little bit. I can
Okay.
hide, be comfy. But he chose dog bed section.
Now, I've always said this: I won't go down by myself, but I'll go down with my friends.
No, he went down by himself.
That's
like
what
a
I'm saying.
dummy.
So
Yeah.
you know the thing about like, if your friends jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Would you?
If my
100%,
friends did it, yes, I would. But by myself,
not.
not so much. But I can be influenced by my brothers. I believe.
No.
So
Now, if they did and they sound like they were having fun,
right, yippee.
Mm-mm.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
exactly.
I don't have
yeah.
the personality for it. I would be too scared. If my
Well, you're a
like,
leader, not a
genuinely-
follower.
Come on.
Wayne and I are followers.
I
Come on.
guess. Amen. If I saw my friends jumping off, I would probably go to the bridge with them. I would hang out and I'd
Oh.
like laugh while they're jumping off. I'd take
Yeah, yeah,
videos
yeah.
and stuff like that. But when
That's
it came to
cool.
actually jumping off, I'd be like, I'm good, but y'all
Couldn't
can
do
keep
it.
My
going.
mom
You
called,
know,
I
I
had to
wouldn't
go
tell them to
home.
go home.
Yeah.
No, I'd
Well,
probably
is that 'cause
stay
you're a
and I'd
mom
just
now?
straight up tell them like, no, I'm not jumping off the bridge, but I'll hang
Wow,
out
yeah,
with
you
y'all
would.
while you guys jump.
Yeah.
True.
Like, and I'll meet you if they are all hanging out at the
That's
bottom.
how it
like,
starts,
I'd probably
though. Yeah,
climb
yeah.
down and go at the
Yeah,
bottom.
base camp.
I mean, I've made it 30-something years and I haven't jumped off a bridge today.
True. But you got a lot of years in front of you, don't you?
Haven't done any
You
drugs.
sure do.
Now, did this fella go to
So-
jail?
Not yet. Well, did you drink that drink we gave you?
No, no,
Oh, okay. Well,
no,
you're still
no,
good.
no.
Yeah, so
My drug meter
She's clean.
started beeping, so
Yeah,
Then.
I,
yeah.
You do.
I knew, I knew. All right, did he go to jail? He did go to jail.
You can't.
He was
Yeah.
charged
How
with
white was
burglary
he?
and petty theft.
Oh,
how
he's-
white was he?
This-
he
this-
was
Yeah.
he was white.
Yeah,
of
this
course he
brother
was
Yeah,
white.
of course he was.
dresses as one
Do
thing.
you want to
on
know the
Halloween.
dumbest thing? That was my favorite part about him. Isaac, is his name
That's fine.
Isaac.
Okay.
The dumbest
What's
thing
his
about
name?
Isaac was that he not only got charged with like burglary or whatever, I
Yeah,
don't know,
whatever.
remember whatever I just said, but he got charged with stealing, which is burglary. He got charged with two things, whatever. But he got charged with
Whatever.
stealing as a part of it because homeboy knew he was going to a 24-hour hideout at Walmart,
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
and he knew he was going to be Instagramming living it, and he forgot to get and bring his charger. So he
He stole a charger. Oh
so
my
he had to like open up a charger from the shelf
Wow.
and utilize it.
a
So
crime of convenience.
they added it
Okay.
on and
Okay.
called it theft.
That's how they get you, man. And you
Well,
got to be
clearly this
tricky.
wasn't thought out.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got
'Cause if-
100%.
My
Yeah.
phone's going somewhere. A charger's going to be near me.
Yep.
Rule 1.
Yep.
Well, and breaking and entering and trespassing, all those things, I'm sure still apply to some degree.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
rightfully
guess
so.
so.
Isaac should go to jail for that.
All
and
the things.
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah.
pick Latrace as my headline.
Okay, here
Wow,
we go.
that's Fancy.
Uno, dos.
Latrace.
This was
Latrace.
funny. This one was funny.
Thank you.
All right,
You
this
sound
one
pretty excited.
I am. No, I'm excited, but it's kind of bad. It's not really in my like personality to bring
Okay.
this one out, but it was
Okay.
so
Yeah.
funny. This one came up on my algorithm, okay?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This one came up on my algorithm and then I followed it and realized it wasn't AI. It was real. Now I don't condone these women. Let me go ahead and say it. I don't condone it.
Okay.
But it was so funny.
What
Josh
were
and
they
I don't
doing?
condone these women
What were
either.
they doing?
Okay,
Well,
here's the
let's wait. Let me see.
headline. OnlyFans models
Okay.
arrested and kicked off an American Airlines flight as they put on a viral spectacle at the Florida airport.
You can't do it in front of kids.
No. What was the
Okay.
viral spectacle, you say?
Right.
I found it. I mean, the whole video is on IG. If you just put like OnlyFans
I'm
Florida
not-
model, which
yeah.
please don't,
Yeah, we're not
don't
searching
do
for
it.
that.
Don't
We're not
do
searching
it.
for that. We
But
can't.
like, if you just put like girls kicked off American Airlines flight in Florida, that should be enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And that should save your eyes. But like, if you're sensitive to that stuff, please don't go click it.
Oh,
Please
I'm
don't
sensitive towards it.
Please don't go click it.
Yeah.
Don't go, because then you're gonna click on the girls, and
Yes.
please don't do it.
Since I was like
Protect your
11 or
eyes.
12, I've been real sensitive towards that kind of stuff.
Listen, protect
in
your
one
eyes.
place.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that soapbox. But anywho, so these girls were kicked off an American Airlines flight.
Yeah, women.
And then
We call
they
them
got
women.
clicked off the flight, and then they get off. They're like super intoxicated. And they're
Naturally.
sitting there,
This
handcuffs
checks all
on.
boxes.
And then as they're walking out, they're like yelling. They're like, "We got kicked off of this flight because we were sitting."
Ew,
they were
tragic.
sitting in first class when they didn't have a first class ticket. But here's the best part. So as they're coming off, all of the escorts, police escorts, are getting them off the plane, and they start taking a few steps, and then they just start breaking splits.
I saw this.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
I
intentionally?
saw this.
That's why it's
Wow.
funny. That's why I had to share it. All of
Yes.
that to say, it was so funny because they're walking, and then the police officers are so pissed.
Yeah.
They're so pissed,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
trying to carry them off the planes, and they're just walking, and then they would just take like 3-4 steps. One would just break into a split on the floor.
I
And then
saw
the
that.
police are like,
That's
"Get
cool.
up!"
That's
and then
not
her
bad.
response
That's
was,
not bad.
"I just got to do a little yoga, I guess, before I go to jail." And then the other girl
Wow,
did it,
that's
so
not good.
they're like going back and forth. The police are so done. And
Okay.
honestly, that's what made me giggle. I don't condone it. Please don't go click on their profiles. People, protect
No, I
your
won't.
eyeballs.
No.
But the video was so funny. Just two girls sitting there breaking splits, making those
Yeah.
cops so mad. And
I don't like
oh my
overly
gosh.
sexual things.
Well,
so-
and I will say
just
this:
not
the
a
cops
frowny face for
definitely
me.
were like, you could tell in the clip that I saw that they were just like so annoyed.
They were over
just
it.
Okay.
so
They were
annoyed.
over it.
You two
and the
own
girls were
kids,
having the time
right?
of their lives.
I own 2
Yes.
kids.
I
You two own kids.
I
you know
own
when
a
you're like
child.
helping someone walk and then they just decide, I'm not gonna.
I'm dead weight.
God, it is
And-
the most frustrating thing in
Yes.
the
Yeah,
universe.
that's what these
Yeah.
cops were dealing with.
Yes, and
I
like
get
you
it,
have
dude.
to be a human
Lock
at that
'em up.
moment, so you can't just like pull them and
Cool
be like,
split.
get up. Like,
Yeah.
come on,
I'm heavier than I look.
No,
If I
I
go
get it.
dead weight,
Yeah.
it would take
Yeah.
4 cops at
It's
least
that
to carry
pelvis,
me.
though, that reinforced pelvis you
That's
got.
right. Well,
brothers.
it's
a
made,
I was
motorbike
dying
accident.
laughing.
made out of concrete. And so yeah, they would pull me.
Yeah.
Josh's turn to choose a headline. That one's
Oh.
pretty good
That
so
one-
far.
That one was my favorite because it was just
uno,
so
por
funny
favor.
watching them. Uno?
Oh, number 1, please.
Okay,
it
here we
says.
go.
Yeah. There we go. And I said,
Florida woman tries to avoid being arrested by
Boom,
pooping,
everyone.
quote unquote, towards the cops.
Pooping towards a cop.
This one I
No,
can
please.
read
Okay.
you.
Okay. all
An
right.
outraged.
Well, it's a cheek faceage thing.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, I'll read.
Can't
I
look
can
at
read
it.
you this one.
Right.
An outraged Florida masseuse, okay, is
They
accused
all
of
of 'em.
intentionally, quote unquote, defecating towards, quote,
Ew,
end quote,
dude.
police officers as they were trying to arrest her.
Yeah.
The cops are called on Feng Wang, a
Okay.
55-year-old employee at Palms of Emerald Coast Massage Parlor in Florida, as she began verbally abusing and assaulting a Department of Health staffer.
But why was
conducting
she
an
being arrested to
inspection.
begin
Okay.
with?
Because
Well,
she was being
yeah.
arrested because she was verbally abusing and assaulting a Department of Health staffer
Yes,
staffer
that's a
who was
fact. That's
doing
a government
an inspection. So then,
What did you
whenever
get? Inspect clean beds.
probably, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it
That's it. I
has to
answered
be.
my own question.
It has to be.
I'm
yeah.
a don't tread on me guy when it comes to the government.
Especially
However,
massage parlors.
Or like, is
How-
she washing her hands in between
however,
massages?
Department of Health coming to a place where I might potentially be on a table nude. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I think.
I am
mean,
also
just
okay
for,
with that.
for bed bugs. Yeah, I mean,
or like
I
where
get my
a
hair
lady
cut
who's
naked.
like, what if she doesn't? What
Buffet?
if she went pee and then she didn't wash her hands?
And her name was Fang Wang. You said
Yes,
Fang Wang with it.
Dude.
Now, so she went to jail for crapping in his general direction. You said
Because when
Oh, that's
officers
another
responded
concern.
and
Yeah, I
tried to
forgot about
detain
that.
her, she began defecating towards the officers in
Yeah.
order to evade arrest.
You gotta
now,
go, you
I
gotta
have
go.
questions. Was this like
I've got questions too,
spitting?
yeah.
Like, was this like spitting or was
well-
it like turds?
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? Like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
Well, before we
Like,
even get to that,
what was
like, there
this?
are usually layers, right?
PG-13
Was she-
show.
What do you mean
Was she
layers?
the masseuse? Because if you're
Yes,
the
she
massage,
was I think she
you
was
can
the-
be nude.
No, I think she was the masseuse.
Okay, the giver.
So why is there no
She was just
barrier
mad.
between anus and
cop?
outside world?
I
Yeah.
mean, maybe she probably pulled her pants down.
Yeah.
This one was
Okay,
not on
all
my algorithm, so I can't tell you about it.
Now,
this one wasn't funny enough.
Let me tell you this.
It's
If she were to do it not even in the cop's direction, that's still illegal, I believe. And so I think
you can't poop your pants.
Yeah, I think her doing it towards the cop is probably some sort of assault, some sort of battery charge.
Probably. I didn't read that far in, but probably.
It's probably a biological weapon at that point.
Oh, I would assume so. So
you give me E. coli?
Well, yeah, and who knows what she's carrying, bro? I mean, like, I ask me that with anybody. I mean, I don't,
Dude,
not because
masseuse.
I mean, yeah.
She was charged with battery on a DOH employee, obstruction, and working as a masseuse without a license.
So he's a gov cop. He's a federal cop.
She doesn't have real cops came, but she was verbally assaulting the paperwork cop.
Correct.
Okay.
Good listening skills.
Now, I'll say a cop's a cop. I'll say that. But here's my thing.
Preach, dude. Yeah.
I genuinely, like, when someone's like, you don't know how hard cops have it. You're right. I don't. But when you factor in like poop as a threat, I do have more empathy.
I also
immediately
agree.
I'm like, I didn't even think about that actually.
Like people are so crazy.
But how often?
I remember hearing stories.
Right.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I remember hearing stories about like my dad, like what my dad would come home and tell us.
Yeah.
And
Your dad was a cop?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Puerto
Yes,
Rican
you
men
did
as
know
cops.
that.
Yes.
Well, I knew he was military police,
but then
I didn't
he
know
was a cop for probably he retired
Love
a cop
cops, big
so,
cop
for
fan.
a little bit.
Yeah,
so
same.
he was Army, military. He was Army. And then he
Love the
became
Army.
a cop
Hoorah.
for probably like 25, 28 years here in Polk. He was a sheriff.
Jeez.
Right.
He was sheriff.
Wow.
And then he retired and then went back in the Army.
I mean, you can, here's the thing: you can fight the complex without fighting the individual, right? So,
hey, everybody.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, Josh.
So we have special guests, clearly.
Yeah.
No.
Come on. Here she is.
And what happens on the show is we get letters and we try not to ignore them.
Right.
But if they start talking like chick stuff,
Yeah.
like
Life lessons.
chick subjects,
Yeah.
or Billie Eilish,
Girl chat.
then we're like, we save it to a folder. And so what we've done is we printed that folder
Girl folder.
for Alyna, the host of our Spanish podcast.
That's right.
Girls' room.
Yeah.
The girls' room.
You guys
So she's going to read them and answer them, and we may jump in if we have any knowledge.
Well,
But
and
I think it's going to be limited.
Yeah, and if you're a new listener and you want to write in for us, we want you to write in. We honest to God won't read them all in the air, but we do read most of them. And I will say this, man, some of these are really hard-hitting life questions, and our listeners look to us for guidance, spiritual guidance, financial guidance, you know what I mean, that health guidance. So, Alyna, this is a very serious segment, man. You have a huge responsibility here.
I'm going to be really serious for you guys, no matter what these letters say.
All right.
I'm going to be so
thank
serious.
All right, let's read them out, dude.
Okay?
Well,
no matter what it's,
We
no
need a
matter
little
what they
bit
say.
of jocular.
Numero uno.
I'm going to be so serious.
Yeah, okay.
I've been
No.
entrusted with this task. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Okay,
Letter
let's
number
go.
1.
Does it matter what order I open them?
No, shuffle them.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I already shuffled them. Here we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Maybe by date.
Here we go.
All right.
I'm just opening. Hey, Florida Men on
Hey.
Florida Man podcast.
What's up?
Hopefully, there's a Florida woman there. Hubba, hubba.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sorry. not
Ew,
sorry.
what?
Wow,
Hubba.
what? Come on.
Listen, I'm 18-year-old. Oh, no.
Ew.
No,
Come
I
on, you
already
don't
hate
say
this.
that. You don't have
I'm
to say
18
that.
years old, and yep, I'm a hashtag version. You guessed it.
Okay.
Oh, I
You
hate
d-
this. Oh,
You don't
I'm
have to say that
uncomfortable.
either.
What gave it away?
Hey,
I
why
listened
is
to your
their,
pod. Nah.
their purity is making you
anyways.
uncomfortable? Go ahead.
Oh, this is bad. I hate this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically, he's saying he's 18. He's a virgin.
It's
And
18.
he said, what gave it away? The fact that I listen to your podcast?
Yeah,
No.
dork.
Anyways,
Oh, that's rude.
he
Sorry.
says, women are staying away from me. Recently, they're saying that I smell, but I know this is an
Well.
excuse because the last 5 times one of these, no, I don't even want to say that word.
Bleep it.
Bimbos.
Okay.
Bambi's.
Yeah. Has gone, hey, you smell bad. I
Ew.
have at least 1 hour left on my 72-hour Old Spice chocolate deodorant.
Oh, gross.
So what
Oh,
ifs?
ugh.
Women
God.
love men and chocolate. So what's the real reason they're staying away from me? Thanks. Grunkle Stans.
Bro, 1 hour
probably
left
that
on your
name.
3-day deodorant. Yeah, you're ripe, brother. I mean, like your chocolate deodorant, and you're wondering why women are staying away from
Yeah,
you.
Wow,
Grunkle
they didn't
Stans,
come
this
for
is
us.
a no for me. This is
Yeah,
just
why?
a no all around, my friend. You got to go get into therapy immediately as your first step.
Take a
Okay?
shower.
You need
'cause
to.
the
That's
virgin
actually
thing.
right. That's actually right. That's your first thing.
The virgin.
Take a shower.
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking out loud. go to
Stinky.
Walmart, Target, CVS, Publix, whichever one you choose, and then
Winn
go buy
Dixie.
a new deodorant.
Yeah.
Okay. The Dove works well. I love that one. They have some great
Powdered
ones.
or gel, you think?
I like if you want to be really crunchy, just don't do the no aluminum, because the people who do the no aluminum, sure they don't get cancer, but they still stink.
But they stink.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that actually,
Yeah,
what's
you can spot them.
The
When you
price
have
of
a
smelling
problem,
good,
that's
you know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying.
Like,
Like you already
yeah.
smell, so
Come
let's just fix it, and
Come
then we'll
on.
deal
They're
with
like,
the
well, at least I
cancer
don't have
later.
armpit cancer.
Yep.
And you're like,
You know
you
what?
sure?
Yeah.
We're all
PU.
getting cancer every single day. So just go get the deodorant.
Come on.
All right. Go get a good smelling one.
I get extra silver.
So Walmart first, and
Extra
then go
aluminum.
back home. Get an exfoliant. There's armpit
on.
and like body exfoliants.
Yeah.
Go get
God,
one.
Dad,
Target
something
has
there.
them. They're great. Get a girly one.
I rub
Don't
quarters
care.
under my armpits.
Yep.
To get that silver.
At
layer.
least it's manly.
Yeah.
It's manly. Now my
Thank you.
armpits are itching.
Okay, so
Oh,
this,
no.
this
I have a mount in the shower where I just walk in and I put my armpits down and I do
Listen,
this.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
really had that, I would support you. I would support you.
Can I say this? I know you're asking for, and that was a great response, Alyna, and very kind.
Well,
but
yeah,
if you're-
no, the
if
response
you're-
was good. The letter sucked.
If you're a listener to our show and you can't remember the last time you took a shower, put deodorant on, go do it right now. Go do
but
it
like, you
right now.
shouldn't
No,
be-
he's on the day 3 of
If
the
it's
70.
if
He's
it's
on
been
71
more
hours.
than like 6 hours, go reapply. Your
I
deodorant.
reapply.
You
I
can
mean,
definitely, yeah.
multiple times a day.
Yeah. You gotta reapply.
I mean, you've got to reapply.
Like the
dude.
minimum, I think, is 6 hours. The
Yeah.
minimum. And if you can't reapply every 6 hours, take baby wipes.
Come on.
Listen,
Wow.
Baby
yeah.
wipes are the
Anything
best,
alcohol, kill
especially
that
like
bacteria.
I have little sensitive armpits.
don't
I
want-
can't be putting on deodorant
You
all
don't
the
have
time.
to get into that.
But
if you
I
don't want
take
to.
no.
You don't
Listen,
have- please,
I'm
we don't speak
I'm
about this.
helping
Yeah.
our grunkle here.
Okay, gotcha. Grunkle Stan. Yeah.
Go get some baby wipes and consistently wipe under your armpits.
Come on. Come on.
Consistently. And then go shower, then go to therapy, because grunkle stands, the girls are
Yeah.
running away because you're not meeting the basic needs. The bar is low, but
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that it's met,
Dude,
and you're not
stink.
meeting
Yeah.
it, buddy.
Okay.
You're not meeting it.
Problem solved. Letter 1 solved.
He's like, I'm over 6 foot though.
The
Yeah.
end. No,
Yeah.
really, the end. All of
doesn't
your
matter.
problems will
Stink.
begin. Just
Now you're
take
big
a shower,
and stinky.
use
Yeah.
deodorant, and start in therapy. That's your starting point.
All right. Letter number 2.
Because the
Here we go.
virgin thing.
Numero dos.
Okay, this is a 16-year-old guy. Why are you guys giving me all the fetuses? This is a 16-year-old guy being raised by his uncle in Santa Cruz after his parents moved to Colorado to find themselves and expand their marriage. They're
Okay.
accountants.
We're saying a cruise.
Okay.
California.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So where did
That
the
makes sense.
parents move?
So wait, I'm gonna say that again because I don't know. He's 16, being raised. Oh, he's being raised in Santa Cruz because his parents moved to Colorado.
I got you. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
All right.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
His
I just
uncle-
like to.
I didn't know either,
Know
and I'm the one
things.
who read it. His uncle is a lifelong surfer and very
Dope.
online in a different way that I am. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know what that means. Lately,
not
he's been
socially,
really
maybe
concerned.
professionally.
I don't know. Lately, he's been really concerned about how much time I spend online. Online, like what?
Probably the
He's saying
internet. I think it's
if
part of the
he warn-
assumption.
He keeps warning me that if I'm not
Yeah.
careful, I could end up in the all right pipeline. I literally
That's
don't know
true.
what this means.
That's
I
true. It
literally
is
don't know what
easy,
any of
yeah.
this means.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he calls it that because surfers say all right a lot.
Okay. The all right pipeline.
Oh, like the
Okay.
surfers
Oh, wow.
pipeline.
The all right
Okay,
pipeline.
sure.
Okay. Gotcha.
Very
yeah.
online in a different way. Like, are we like? I'm so confused.
You're stuck on
I feel
that.
like
Maybe
this is a
move on
bad
from that
joke,
paragraph.
and I'm missing
okay.
it.
It's okay.
Surfing.
He says it starts with YouTube shorts and memes, and before you know it,
That's
you're
true.
saying
Yeah.
stuff like, "I hear both sides," or "Well, if they would only comply."
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
The other day,
So
I
you
told him,
don't want to hang out with him, or you do?
I'm so confused. I feel like I'm not even going to give him advice because I feel like I'm reading. a
Stay away
complete
from that
other
guy.
Language.
Yeah.
But
right.
anyways, the other day I told him I liked a Joe Rogan clip because the guy was talking
Nope.
about elk meat, and my uncle went completely quiet and said, "This is how it starts."
That's
He
true.
also made me
It's true.
unfollow a bunch of history accounts on Instagram. My question is, should I pretend to be more confused so my uncle doesn't think I'm radicalizing, or is there a healthy amount of an all right teenage that the teenage boy is
No.
allowed to be? It seems unfair. He can surf the seas, but I can't surf the webs. Also, what is the all right pipeline?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. My
I think he
friend
means
of
the
no
alt.
name.
I think he means the alt right
alt-right,
pipeline.
yeah.
Is what he's
Yes.
trying to say. The alt right is more like the far right pipeline online. I think is what he's referring to.
Yeah. I like when a dumb kid listens, though.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and
okay.
honestly-
Listen to the show?
Yeah, 16 to 18
Everything
year old.
I'm double checking all of the words. It says all right.
All right. The all right
I believe
pipeline.
it. Yeah, I
All
believe
right
our
Yeah.
listeners can't spell. It's not.
I think he meant alt-right pipeline. And I will say this, if you
But
again,
pipeline is also a surf reference. I get that.
right. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm
Yeah, you don't
following.
wanna-
So
you
this
don't wanna
is a
get barreled.
political thing.
I think it's what he's saying is perhaps his uncle's worried that he's going to go down the alt-right path if he keeps watching Joe Rogan videos or he keeps, eating elk meat or whatever he's
That
doing.
is more
Okay.
likely than the uncle
makes
doing
sense.
that because the uncle surfs.
All right, my friend. I've got one
Yeah.
piece of advice for you here
Yeah.
and one piece only. Listen up.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a thing called a middleman.
Yeah.
Middleman, middle woman, whatever you like to call it. It's one of my
Middle.
mottos in life. My
Go
motto
between.
is to be an M girl
Yeah.
in all ways, shapes, and fashion. Go train
Cool.
your little algorithm. You can train it by liking the things that you like and making it
Yes.
not show the things that you don't like. Luke told
Yeah.
me just a little bit ago that you can hide things on your algorithm if you don't want them there. So
Right.
you can go
Yeah, I
figure out
wanna
how to
hide
do that.
people.
Ask ChatGPT. Go like things from the left. Go like things from the right. If you every time you like something that might be right, go intentionally like something that might be left. So then that way you get both
Okay,
sides of every
balance.
story, and you could stay in the M as a middle man.
Not
okay?
bad
You're in the
advice,
middle.
honestly.
That
Honestly,
is-
not
Okay,
bad
not bad.
advice.
All right.
Yeah.
Not
That's
bad.
my
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
got to see who's lying
Moderation.
to you. It
That's
helps.
it.
Yeah.
Everything I
Yep.
do in life, I
Life
try
is
and
about
be
balance.
an M
Come on.
girl. I want to see both sides of the story.
All right,
I don't
all right,
want
all
to be
right.
too far A.
Yep.
I don't want
Oh,
to
don't
be
do
too
that.
far
Yeah.
Z. Okay.
Come on.
So go
Preach,
like one of both.
dude.
That's my only advice for you, my
This
friend.
is why Espanol's doing so well from off Espanol.
Yeah,
She's
Done.
we're
a
getting
representative of the people, I feel like.
Yes.
You're right. And to our young
A lot
male,
more relatable. And
yeah, our
I
young
appreciate
male
that.
listeners,
That's it.
get it together. You're embarrassing us, right?
You are embarrassing us.
So-
you are embarrassing us.
Yeah.
You know,
They
listen-
said they weren't like they didn't listen to every episode, right?
so they're a
Yeah,
casual
yeah,
fan,
yeah.
a
Listen
fair
to a
weather
couple?
fan.
Yeah,
fair weather
yeah,
fan.
please.
Yeah.
Last letter.
Yo,
His
yo.
uncle probably doesn't listen at all. This last letter is long, and it's making me already
Uncle
feel illiterate.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We're
we
here
go.
with you.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to guide you through
Female
this.
to female roommate help. Okay, listen. First of all, I don't even have to
Oh.
read this letter. Go live by yourself.
Wow.
live by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do better
Go
financially
live by
and live by yourself. We've always
That's
said
right.
Yes.
Hustle, baby.
Come on.
If
Hustle
you have
culture
to,
is
if you
real.
have to live by yourself, you ain't grinding.
You got to
enough,
work at a
baby.
massage parlor.
No.
Whatever, dude.
Go get
Yeah.
multiple jobs. If your job ain't cutting it, then leave.
Be
go
alone.
find another
Yeah.
one.
Be
and if
alone,
you
dude.
can't, and
Don't
if you don't
live
have
with
the skills,
people.
go make the skills. Hustle,
Wow.
baby. You don't need a roommate.
I'm telling
Okay.
Sarah I'm moving
No.
out, bro. Because Alyna has
Yes.
convinced me.
You
You
don't
don't
Encouraged.
count. You don't count. Marriage is different.
No, white male.
Sarah's
Get outta
literally
here.
the best. I'm never moving away from
Sarah's the
my
best.
brand
Well,
either.
no.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Face value.
All right, but I would never get a
Look at those
roommate for
boots. Time
funds.
out. If you're
What
you're
boots?
listening to our show, you're missing
Bow
Alina's
ties.
boots. Look at
Oh,
these boots, bro.
I do have the cowgirl boots
Wow.
today.
Oh, okay. Cowboy.
Boot
I do have the
scooting.
cowgirl boots.
New
Bow
boot
ties,
scooting.
okay.
She is.
I do have the cowgirl
Go ahead.
boots.
Sorry about that.
All right, here we go. Girl. This one is
Hey, girl.
G-U, not G-O. Not
Okay.
girl.
Yeah.
It's girl.
Girl.
Listen. I woke up at
Yeah.
7:30. I don't even want to read this because I'm like having war
Same.
flashbacks of all of the roommate horrendous scenes
Come on, you
that
got
I
it.
had.
Oh,
You got it.
I
that's
was
the
also
worst.
a bad
You should have
roommate
hustled more.
sometimes, So
You should have
whatever.
hustled more.
I
Agreed.
should have. That's where the lesson that I learned.
Yeah.
That
Believe
was
in
the lesson
yourself.
that I learned.
Just try your best.
Okay, girl. Listen, I
Me?
woke up at 7:30. Yes, 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday, day one of the
Yeah.
new lease, to a sound that sounded like I was back on the deck. U.S. Air Force. This is so small. U.S. Air Force carrier Magellan.
She's a veteran.
I guess
All
so.
right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. She's at Air Force.
I bumble ball out of my room to the keychain. No warship, thank God. GAWD.
Okay.
Just my new roommate, Alyna. You guys are so funny. All right, moving perfectly around the kitchen like that robot from the Jetsons.
Okay.
Then-
Dude,
all right,
that's a reference
so-
I get. Old.
All right, so she's just running around. Then I see the noisemaker. It's a blender full of green mush ice, and she's splashing tequila in the top. What's happening, I say? Just packing up
She's
my
cool.
breakfast and lunch. I'll be out of your way in a minute. Clearly, she has a system already. The bar in our kitchen, she has 2 wide open styrofoam lunch things, you know, like you're leaving a barbecue and you get to make a plate. So she also has
I do.
3 styrofoam cups lined up like an omnipotent being. She
Right.
turns and removes the perfectly cooked huevos rancheros from the stove.
What was that?
Oh.
Huevos rancheros.
Huevos.
So eggs with ranch on it.
Yes, that's exactly right. My gringo brother.
Nailed it.
From the stove, and in one notion, toss them until one of the lunch things with toast and avocado coming out of nowhere.
Okay.
Then she grabs chips
Cool.
and already
I like this.
made.
I'm hungry.
Then she grabs chips and an already made and wrapped sandwich from the crisper drawer. What's in crisper?
Like a traditional
fridge.
Spanish lunch, it sounds like she's making.
From the crisper drawer.
Yeah.
I don't know what
The
a
crisper is a drawer in your fridge.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
gotcha.
what it says
Yeah.
in the fridge.
Rich.
And
Oh, see?
pulls all the other lunch, and puts it all in the other lunch tray. All right.
All
Basically,
right.
we're getting in a lot of
Detailed.
detail for what she's doing.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
can
gonna
visualize
skip
it. I
this
can
stuff.
visualize it.
All right.
cool.
So
Like
she
the
does a
Jetsons
bunch of
lady.
stuff. She places all three, blah, 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 pours water out
Yep,
from the
yep.
fridge. We're talking moment by moment what this girl does. So I'm going to skip
I like
that.
this.
All right.
Must
and
be a
then
problem, though. Must be big.
somewhere into the line, I'm skipping. We go, margaritas, I asked, rubbing my eyes. On a Tuesday before work? I thought you were a nurse. It's for balance, she replies. Okay, this is already balance wrong. We're going to have to revisit the middleman here. All right, but the water and the coal and the cask must meet. If the tally be short, your soul shall sleep.
Is that a pirate?
Yes, that was
you
a
play
pirate.
a pirate.
That was
ride?
a
Yeah,
pirate.
who's speaking?
We're
Yeah,
ready.
speaking at this
Arg,
point.
mateys, the water, the coal, and the cash must meet. If the tally be short, your soul shall sleep.
Now I get it.
I'm sure what she's
Mateys.
referencing now.
Yeah, now I get it.
I
now
just
I understand.
stood there. I wasn't expecting her to hear people rhyme. I wasn't expecting to hear people rhyming words so early, so it threw me off.
That's true.
Great grandmother's Helena's midwife used to say that a woman who only drinks one thing is a woman with a closing door.
Okay.
Mateys.
I'm the worst pirate ever.
No, it sounds really good. I'm convinced.
Door is.
Convinced.
Oh,
Oh wait, this is her. Oh wow, really? I mutter. She mimics me.
oh, war, Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must. Really, you human-shaped tackle box?
One for the body, one for the brain, and one. Oh, this is still going.
One for the body, one for the brain,
Yeah.
and one for the heart. Arg! Without one, it forms a hole in the cart.
Right.
So if that's fine with you, I'm going to head out now.
That was it.
Okay,
Ladies.
please.
And then now she comes back.
What's
Someone-
the questions?
I wish I knew. Someone
Okay.
help. I just signed
Middleman,
a
I think we
1-year
skipped the
lease
middle.
with this hemoglobin, aka a pirate.
Yeah.
Is this a known thing, or is she crazy to drink in threes?
I mean, this sounds like the front page of like
Oh.
an off-Broadway
God,
play.
I'm
This is like,
this
I mean,
was
this
a
is,
Hold
whirlwind to just cold read, brothers.
We did hear she had 3 styrofoams, if I can.
Yeah.
She had 3 Basically, she has 3 drinks
Okay.
Yeah.
before
Coffee,
work.
water, margarita.
And listen, so I would say she, as a girly,
Yeah. Come on.
first of all,
You're
Girly
living
pop.
with
girly
Alyna.
pop, you
Yeah.
gotta hustle more, because if you're living with people that ratchet,
A pirate.
you gotta hustle a
Yeah.
little bit more. Or
Yep.
let's make you a plan. You know, you can't. Sometimes circumstances are just handed to you, and I
Come on.
respect that, and you can't do anything about
You
that.
play the hand
But
you're
let's
dealt.
you got to play the hand you're dealt, and let's work smarter, not harder, and let's develop a plan. Let's sit down with the people around you, and let's make a plan to get you out of there, baby. All right,
Can I
so
say
let's work
something?
hard.
If you come
Okay.
downstairs and your roommate goes, "Arg," that's the first
Yeah.
sign that you got
Yeah.
it. You made some
Well,
life
she didn't
choices.
say arg. I just kind of gave that for personality. halfway
Oh,
through.
all right.
But it
Okay?
was
I don't think she
rhyming
was
a bit
real-
like
over
a-
anonymity.
Yeah, she was
you're
saying,
hiring.
yeah.
You're hiding them for anonymity.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
but she was rhyming in a way that, at the very least, there was some kind of a spell or some sort of pagan.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be
Yeah.
careful with that sort of stuff. Now, the advice
Yeah.
that Josh
Even saying
and
it out loud.
I think
like
I've already
Alyna
cast
did.
it upon
Yeah, it's
myself.
weird.
Yeah.
But Josh and I typically we try our best to give advice. It never comes out as clear and concise as Alina's has, though, because she.
Well, we call ourselves the median men, right?
Right.
We want to
Yes.
give a balanced
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah,
if you know what I was talking about.
Yeah. You're doing
Alina's
great.
straight
You're doing
giving them like Max Lucado meets like and these are
Yeah,
like leadership like these are-
Purpose-driven life.
she's
48
really-
laws of power.
Should I go
Yeah.
like super full leadership
Rich Dad,
on these
Poor
people?
Dad.
Well, no, I think
Yeah.
you've
I
handled
could do it. I could
just
do it. I could
well.
do it.
Dave
But-
Ramsey.
So far we've covered a 16-year-old boy
Yeah,
who's
she needs to go
struggling,
follow Dave
an
Ramsey.
18-year-old virgin,
Yeah.
and then a pirate woman.
Yeah.
Now these are our listeners. I want you guys to
But wait,
Okay.
I do
to
have
take
something
account.
to say to this girl. One other thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From a good side. Threes as a girly pop drinks. Like, listen, I don't drink alcohol like that, but like I
Okay.
do have a coffee.
Okay.
And
Yep.
then with every coffee, I'll have like my water bottle with water. And then sometimes I'll
so
have
she's only
like
one away.
a Gatorade. You know what I mean? So like I'll have like a
here we
fun
go,
I have like a
dude.
fun drink, so like a hydration station, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll always like
Yep.
if you look at my workstation, I always have a coffee,
Yeah.
I always have a water
Yeah.
Come
bottle,
on.
and then I'll have
Okay.
like a fun like juice or something
Do
for
you
when
eat?
like I
Now,
get sad.
Can we
Do I
ask?
eat?
Is
Yeah,
that because
I
of some
eat.
old
But we're talking
old
drinks.
wives' tale, like rhymey thing
No,
that you
it's
heard?
because I have to be intentional with water because if it was up to me, I'm go all day, and then all I'm
Yeah.
having is coffee,
Go-gurt.
and I'll literally Go-gurt. Yep.
Now, when you get to a place
Go,
our
go,
show
go,
has
go.
gotten, and when Espanol gets to that point, Josh and I have a constant saline drip. We have a nurse follow us
Yeah,
around
Camelback.
Yeah,
Camelback?
to make a Camelback.
to make sure you stay hydrated. all the
Right?
time.
Yeah. Because I'll go
It's not
days
water
without
for
peeing.
me.
I'm also scared of
No.
needles, so like if I can avoid any kind of an IV, I will.
I don't drink anything out of a needle. Also,
Yeah. So to our listeners, thank you, Josh, for clarifying that. Now, to our listeners, Alyna, can you give a last piece of like 20 seconds before this segment ends, like just some universal life lessons, some universal like, hey, if you're gonna write in, you know what I mean, you're listening to our show. Here's some care advice.
speak
Go
to
ahead.
them.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Alyna.
friends. My last advice would just be a summary of everything I already said. Okay, you got to work. You can't control the hands that are dealt to you.
Come on.
You really
Okay.
can't. And some circumstances are great, some are not so great, and you got to work with what you got. If you can't grind, then make a plan to how we're going to get there. If you're in somewhere you don't like, and you can't get out that easy, then let's make a plan together, okay? And then once you're out, you got to be a middle man or a middle woman, okay? Don't
Like it.
don't
Here we
be the
go.
girl that swings back and forth. Don't
Right.
don't do any
Never
of that. But
No.
be the good kind of balance. Homegirl at the end mentioned some kind of like crazy balance. Okay, like no. Let's
That's
not
not
be
balance.
psychos either. Let's be a
BM.
healthy balance. You know what's right. You know what's wrong.
Yep.
Just be away with it.
Just be a balance.
Be away with it. I have a question for both of you, Alyna and Josh,
Okay.
and to our listeners.
Can I let
Let's-
her go first? Just
Go ahead.
because I'm a gentleman.
Let
Yes.
him go first.
I'll state the question, and Alyna will answer first, and then Josh, and then our listeners.
Thank you.
Have you ever spilt like syrup on the countertop, or like on a table?
Josh?
So when I was 19, I was dating an older woman.
Okay.
We went to a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
She dripped something on me, and she goes, "That's too much. We gotta clean it off."
Alyna, you
And I
ever
think it was chocolate syrup.
I'm
Okay.
disturbed.
Alyna, have you ever spilled
Yeah.
syrup, maple syrup on a countertop?
Yeah. I spill everything.
It's very difficult to
Yeah.
wipe away. It's a very difficult substance to. You put water on it, makes it worse. Paper towels aren't. It's stuck to it. It's a nasty
How does
thing.
syrup get cleaned in general?
That's the thing. I want you to imagine that feeling, that problem, but spread out over an entire city. Okay, I want you to think
What
about that
city?
problem. The
whole
the
city.
north end of Boston. I want you to think about what that would be
no.
like to have blocks and blocks and blocks of a
aquarium?
city.
You know, I've never been to Boston,
Well, let me give
You're
you a
gonna love
rundown.
it.
Let me give
so
you
I
a rundown.
can't picture it.
It's January 15th, 1919. Okay.
Good year.
Boston is cold. It's the winter time. And like the bone cutting cold, not like the picturesque, like
Ew.
Christmas cold. Like it's nasty cold.
Okay.
Okay.
So like Florida winter.
Yes. The First
Yeah,
World War has
chilly.
just ended, and soldiers are coming home. And after the First World War, there was a lot of how do we reacclimate back to society? Like we're coming back home, we want to work, we want to do these things, but how do we reacclimate back to society? And so in 1919, after the First World War ended, in the north end of Boston, you've had a lot of kids playing in the street. You have dock workers who are that's a large part of the economy. There are the dock workers. Most
docks are
things
needed.
most things are wagons pulled by horses. So I want to paint a picture here of what Boston is like in 1919. Horse-drawn
Okay.
carriages, cobblestone,
Okay.
soldiers returning home, right? Okay. Now, in the middle of this neighborhood,
And horses and carriages.
yes, in the middle of the neighborhood is a
my.
massive, the biggest you've ever seen, steel tank. Okay?
Like a water tower.
Yes. It's over
Okay, cool. I can
it's
picture
over
that.
100
That
feet
helps.
tall.
Thank you, Alyna. Oh, that's big.
welcome.
And
Does
90
it have
feet
legs
wide.
or is it all
It does
tank,
have small
no
legs. So small legs,
Okay.
100 feet tall tank, 90 feet wide. Okay.
So the water tower.
Let me do the
And
math
it's-
real quick. That's a lot.
It's a big tank.
How do you ever make it through these stories with everybody interrupting you every 2 seconds?
I'm a professional.
Oh,
It's,
I got to make
listen,
myself laugh here.
100%.
That's a big tank.
The tank is filled with 2.3 million gallons of molasses. Okay.
Ew.
Oh,
2.3
gosh, dude.
million
Can I
gallons.
ask why?
Great question.
Oh, they
Not
tap
for
it.
pancakes.
It's like a geyser. So they
So
found
mo-
it like oil, I think.
Molasses was literally as expensive as gold in 1919 because it was
Preach.
fermented to produce industrial alcohol, which is used in explosives, used in solvents, and leading up to the Prohibition, used
Yep.
for bootleg liquor. And
Oh.
the
Nice.
Prohibition cause was already starting to gain kind of legs in America. And so companies were racing to stockpile molasses in order to be
Okay.
able to make these basic things that people were using because they felt a government
this is-
crackdown coming
Syrup
down.
is like patient zero. Like it can just be made into everything.
So that level of sugar concentrate in molasses, yes, it can be made into a lot of fuel.
Isn't
a
there
lot of
like
different
a
things.
there was a Viking drink? There's like a drink, another drink.
mead,
Yes.
which
yes,
is
yes,
essentially
yes,
honey,
yes.
is essentially very similar. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'm
okay,
following.
Delicious.
So companies are stockpiling molasses, and this giant metal container in Boston
Dude,
has almost 2.5 million gallons of molasses in it. Okay,
It's a lot.
now the tank belonged to the United States Industrial Alcohol Company,
Okay.
and from the day it was built, it leaked.
Yeah.
From the very first day, it was leaking molasses. Okay,
So why
molasses,
didn't they
okay.
like fix it?
they did. Here's
Okay.
the thing. So when they noticed kids going up to the tank and using sticks to kind of scrape it off, like, oh, free sugar, free molasses.
Cute.
Oh, like popsicles.
But like, okay,
Yes.
wait. So now I'm going back to Josh's question that I
Yeah, yeah,
ignored.
yeah. Thank
Did
you.
this thing have legs?
It
Like,
had
how
ti-
did they reach it?
It had tiny legs, but not like don't picture a water tower. Picture a giant metal container with tiny legs.
Well, water
So they
tower
could-
without
Like
legs.
tiny legs, like a little duck, or tiny
legs like 4 feet
Josh?
tall, where they can crawl under
yeah,
the metal thing
5'8",
if they wanted to and
actually.
scrape off some of the
Okay,
leakage.
okay.
Okay.
Ew, I wouldn't get under it though.
But 1919, not a lot of pleasures in life. So this free sugar
Yeah, let's
concentrate,
get under the tank and hang
right,
out.
100% right. So in order to hide the fact that this tank was leaking, the workers painted it brown. So that way it would
Dope.
match
That's
the
a good idea,
molasses
dude.
that was coming
Yeah.
out, and you
Okay.
couldn't see the
I
leaks.
can get with that.
So
I
they
guess.
painted it brown,
Yeah.
and they ignored
Yeah.
all the warning signs. Okay. Now,
What's the warning? It's leaking. Who cares?
so 2 days before this date that went down in infamy, 2 days before this situation happened, they shipped in from the Caribbean a fresh
Black
tank
strap.
of warm molasses.
Yeah.
now the
black strap
molasses
the good
in
stuff.
So they shipped in a new one.
yes, warm molasses from the Caribbean.
Top that
Okay.
tank off.
However, yes, the molasses that was in the tank was cold because it's Boston and it was in the wintertime.
Thermal shock. Let's go, baby.
And when you mix cold molasses and warm molasses, it creates an insane amount of pressure
Okay.
in an already not fully
pressure.
functional, stabilized molasses container. Okay.
Okay.
So on January 15th, 1919, just after noon, people began hearing a low metallic groan. They started hearing this
Wait,
like,
can you make the noise so I can see?
Well, everybody's like, "Oh, it's my stomach. I'm starving."
Yeah. Oh, the door's opening again.
Yeah.
The whole
about to have a
town
depression.
is hearing this kind of low metallic groan. Okay. Then
Dude.
witnesses who were working on the docks, and
Yep.
most of these people were ex-soldiers from World War I. They
Uh-oh.
said they heard what sounded like the loudest machine gun fire they've ever heard. These
so like
guys,
multiple.
these guys just came
Yeah.
back from the trenches in Germany.
Okay.
and
They
France.
held machine
Okay.
guns. while
And
they
they're
were shooting.
hearing what they're describing as the loudest machine gun fire they've ever heard.
But it's molasses.
At 12:40
That's crazy.
on January
Molasses
15th,
bullets.
basically the rivets of the tank were popping off because of the pressure from the cold and the hot
Oh.
molasses mixing.
Ew.
So the
Okay.
tank begins
right.
to rupture and it burst. And it was an
goodness.
actual, factual, by the way, proven,
Yeah.
a factual, large, like a tidal wave, a 25
Okay.
feet high tidal wave of molasses.
Confirm.
This was on top, right? This
Say
was
you
on
swear.
the hill.
I swear, moving at 35 miles an hour.
Oh my!
Say you swear.
I
swear.
swear.
Holy Mary! I can only run 12.
Now
12
here's
and a
the,
half tops.
here's the thing. When you look at photos of this, which we're going to post some, you can see this.
Yeah.
When you look at the photos of the disaster of the 1919 molasses spill, it looks like post-hurricane photos. Like there's buildings
just
torn
leveled
apart.
stuff?
Bro, it leveled stuff.
Dude, well,
here's the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, 35 miles an hour of syrup, of molasses, moving through the north end of Boston faster than anybody could run. It crushed buildings. It snapped beams in half. It knocked trains off the tracks, and it swept away horses, wagons, and
Say
people.
you swear.
I swear, hand to God, this is a true story. Okay?
If I Google this, will I find this for
100%.
real? For
But
real?
don't Google right now. He'll spoil it.
Don't Google it right now.
But here's the thing.
Now that you told me not to, I will.
So
really
one
will.
one witness said that a man was carried a block away and slammed into a wall. And when they went over to help him, they realized that what molasses does when it's exposed to fresh, cold air is it hardens.
Yeah. That's right, because that's how I make my little Christmas pecans.
So
because I put the real
We were
maple
gonna
syrup,
ask.
molasses,
So-
whatever, and it gets hard.
imagine when this tidal wave of molasses rushes through the city and it's hitting people, and then within 3 minutes,
It's cooling down.
it's cooling down and hardening. So these people aren't just essentially drowning, they're suffocating in molasses.
Stop it right now.
Hand to God, this is true.
It's like
okay.
oh gosh, it's like the Star Wars guy that got
This
frozen in the
can't
wall.
be
The
real. How
first-
have I never learned about this in history?
The
or
first
anything?
confirmed casualty, was a police
Yeah, his
officer who
father.
showed up trying to help, and he got stuck in the
Wow.
molasses. And the rescuers said it was the closest thing they could compare it to is quicksand, because the harder you fought it, the more you got trapped in the molasses. So this lone cop who showed
What a
up
delicious
first,
curse.
so this cop is the first
That makes me so
confirmed
Well, did he
sad.
shoot at the tank? 'Cause
casualty.
He may have been like. The
We're going to
problem,
actually
too.
get there.
Oh, God.
Profit.
Okay.
We're going to get there. All right. When the wave of molasses stopped,
Oof.
everything was brown. Everything was covered in this syrup, whatever.
Yep.
Buildings, the mayor, before he realized it was a tragedy, the mayor made a joke that it looked like our
no.
town's been dipped in caramel. This is before he realized there were casualties.
Yeah.
He says
Yeah.
it looks like
Okay.
the town was
Defend
dipped in
him then,
caramel.
dude.
People
Yeah.
waded in knee deep and waist deep syrup as it hardened around them.
Yep.
Rescue workers had to use salt
what?
water.
I was
They-
gonna say how they
Dude.
get them out.
They pumped in salt water from the ocean in order to kind of dissipate to make the syrup more
To dilute it?
malleable.
salted caramel.
Yes, to make
Yeah.
it more
Oh,
because
God, I'm
salt
hungry.
water will thin molasses, and then they
Yeah.
put down planks. They built bridges over the
Wow.
syrup to get to
Fun.
where the humans and the horses were
This
trapped.
cannot be real.
Here's the crazy
It could have
thing.
been a stinkier liquid though. So
The
at least
rescue-
there's that, right?
Okay, well, we're going to get there about the smell. The rescue effort was a week long, and they said that so many horses were trapped in the molasses like statues
Oh.
because they couldn't get their feet out of the molasses.
No, the
Oh,
horses.
they've been so frustrated.
In an
Warhorse.
effort to save as many lives as possible, they had to
Yeah,
forego
they did.
saving the horses to go after the humans.
No, don't tell me
Whatever, dude.
that.
I'm not going to get into the
Whatever.
horse count, but
Why you even say it then?
21 people passed away.
What?
And here's the thing.
So how many horses?
150 wartime injuries were reported, meaning
Oh my gosh.
that people lost limbs. They survived, but they lost limbs and major
Ripped
motor
off.
functions. Yes, from the molasses tidal wave. There were buildings that looked like they were still intact that were only being held together by the molasses.
Oh my gosh, listeners, you have no
Whoa,
idea,
that's
but my mouth is
cool.
wide open right now, and my eyes are so large
By the
because I'm
syrup.
Because of
shocked.
molasses.
Here's the thing. Before going on to the blame game that happened after this, I want to just mention this. Until the
No, we need to find out who did this. We don't have
We're
time
going
for
to.
games.
We're going to. But in the 1960s, up until the 1960s, residents said that on hot days you could smell the molasses.
I believe that because
From-
once you
Okay.
spill syrup on something, the smell
Yeah.
does
That's
not
50.
go
there,
That's
dude.
40 years later. You could smell the
I'll
molasses.
be
Well,
surprised
like
if
the
it doesn't
whole
go
town
another
was
100
covered.
years. Yeah.
So
or what if the government was just like in on
Pipes?
it and just started putting
here's
candles,
the funny part.
Pumping in the
like
scent.
put candles, you know what I
Disney
mean? Like it
scent.
became the
Yeah.
town's scent or something.
So the
Trauma.
company blamed anarchists. The company said that there were
Oh, they didn't
communist
exist.
people
Okay.
Oh Lord.
who communist
go.
sympathizers snuck into the town
Yeah.
and blew up the tank to make an
Hmm.
American company look bad. Here's the issue.
Go
the
on.
federal government
Yeah.
sent investigators because no one's buying that story. The federal government uncovered that the tank was built too thin, that the rivets were faulty,
Clearly.
and not a single engineer signed off on the tank.
Womp, womp, womp.
So
Okay.
no pressure
Guilty.
testing, 100%.
Yeah.
This is straight up negligence. But here's the thing.
Yes. Arrest them.
Legal experts call this, and this is why the story is still so important. They call it the lawsuit that changed America, because what
How so?
followed was the largest civil lawsuit in the United States history at the time, with over 100 plaintiffs suing the company for the syrup disaster. The trial lasted 6 years. It was engineers, workers,
Heck yeah.
survivors, and government officials who were testifying for 6 years until the court ruled that the company was 100% fully
Yes.
liable.
Wait,
And
this is real.
Let me guess.
it's real. She
I
just
just
Googled it.
Did they-
Googled
Hold
it.
on.
Did they bankrupt themselves?
Okay,
and
so
then
here's what
say, we're good.
this is why the disaster still matters, because
Yes.
this case helped establish something that we kind of take for granted, which is like corporation liability laws. They hold responsibility for the
They're people.
actions that they've committed to the people.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
So here's the irony of it. When Hurricane Andrew came through and destroyed South Florida,
Uh-huh.
we had
Yeah.
to adjust our building codes to make up for it. And the
Yes.
entire
Regulations
world,
okay.
the
sometimes.
entire world
Followed suit.
followed suit to match Florida's building codes.
Go on,
Guess
King.
where they got the building codes from? The lawsuit of the maple
The
syrup
the
disaster.
syrup?
They used it as guidelines.
This is on history.com, bro.
Yes, to make sure that the
Dude.
buildings in South Florida could withstand anything. They referred back to the molasses
A
incident
syrup
of
tidal wave.
1919.
Oh my God.
Also, two of the
Let's
plaintiffs, by the
go.
way, were Florida citrus companies who had shipped oranges up there in order to ferment, and they were
Molasses,
destroyed
yeah.
during the molasses.
Okay, but that was probably a good
Wonder-
smell, like the syrup, like
Oh,
and
really good.
orange.
The
The
you know
silver
what I mean?
lining,
That's
the silver
like a-
lining would be that like a dirty
The options
candle.
of smells out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
This
Right.
is like, oh, you lucky dog.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, so that's the end of the story. It's confirmed true. Imagine a tidal wave of syrup. I know it's comical to
Dude,
think about.
yeah.
No, it's not comical. I'm
But
thinking
you're-
about all the
No,
horses and all the people.
It's like
That's
smell
crazy.
Vesuvius.
You're
like
stuck-
It's on you before you can realize it.
And then it's hardening, and there's no one to save you. If you're not doing your squats, you can't get out of
Dude.
this thing.
Even if you're doing your squats,
Yeah.
I've seen what my pecans do. Like they caramelize and then
They
they
get
crunch.
hard. Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
And
You
so-
couldn't separate them.
Now my thing is this: I can jump out of a shallow end of a pool with one jump, out of the pool onto the side of the pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you
Those
do that
little
from
inflatable
quicksand?
ones.
With
right?
molasses, probably not, dude.
Dude,
You know what?
no.
Once you're stuck in
Yeah.
that bad boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Dude.
like. What is that even like?
I mean, if you could
It's like,
imagine,
it's like a bunch of freaking super glue.
yes, dude, it held buildings
Let me
together
just give you-
afterwards. It
Yeah, let me
destroyed the
give you a
building
reference.
and then kept them together.
A gallon of water is 8.33 pounds.
Okay,
How much do you think a gallon of molasses is?
I don't know,
even-
but you're about to tell us.
Go ahead. I love
12
this.
pounds.
Wow.
Just 1
okay.
gallon. And you had 2.3 million spill
Right.
out of there?
Just and
That's
if
so
you look up, if
sad.
you look up the pictures
Heavy,
on Google,
dude.
they do look like hurricane destruction photos.
That is so.
But it's
I don't want to be
syrup.
I didn't
disrespectful.
look at
what
that.
you think is
Victims. Yeah.
water is syrup floating
That's crazy.
through
I'm looking
the
at it,
city.
actually.
It's absolutely
You know, everybody in
insane.
this town now is like
That's
disgusted
insane.
with syrup.
Oh yeah,
right?
and probably
Like,
blaming the
ugh, nothing
Canadians,
molasses.
right?
Of
Because the
course, dude.
Canadians are all over. They
Canadian
love
anarchists.
that kind of stuff.
That makes
This
sense.
is insane. I'm looking at
Canadian
the pictures.
Communist anarchists.
The
Yeah,
Wayne
the
described
title
it
of
the
our
best. It
episode.
literally looks like it was just like a hurricane, like a bomb went off.
Yeah, thanks for validating.
Molasses.
I
bomb.
had to. I didn't believe you. This was so
A
out
sweet
far-fetched.
bomb.
Thanks so much. A sweet bomb. Can we say that? Episode
Sweet
3.
mom to sweet bomb.
Come on. 360.
Got her.
We're going to call it that. Now
We
we, have
did
a,
a full circle, ladies
have a
and
s-
gentlemen.
for 360.
Yeah.
Let's
For
go.
360, let's go.
Now we always have an exit plan for these episodes, Alyna, and tonight we're handing it over to you.
Oh gosh.
What do you say to our
Yeah.
listeners? This might be the last time listen to our show. What do you say to our listeners
Yeah,
as
rapture.
we're exiting the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would I say to our
The
listeners?
rapture
as
could
a-
happen
as-
any day, Josh said.
Any day.
So are we going rapture or because they don't want to listen anymore?
The first one. No one chooses not to
Because
listen
my
to it.
advice was
point,
going to be
yeah.
don't not listen.
Yeah, you got to listen to the
You
show.
have to keep listening.
How else will you
Yeah.
survive a tidal wave
You-
of syrup if
you
you don't listen to
wouldn't.
our show?
You would literally wouldn't. Natural selection would take you off if you don't listen to our show.
So say it to our
Darwin.
listeners.
I
Nice.
just did. Listeners, you have to keep listening to our show, or else syrup is going to come for
God
you.
bless
And then
you.
what would you do? How would you
God
know that
bless.
that's even a
Yeah.
possibility? Now I'm prepared
can't
for the
surf it.
possibility. You know.
Way down upon this one.